If you follow this one habit, you reduce your chances of getting promoted and getting growth opportunities in your career, business, and life. And at the same time, if you follow this one habit, you also increase your chances of getting burnt out by 70%. And this what habit is nothing other than saying yes to everything, being agreeable, and people pleasing. This does not only ends up wasting your time, ends up wasting your own energy, ends up taking away focus and attention from your own life and energy from your own life, but it also ends up costing you a lot in life. And you must understand why is it happening with you and how it is impacting you and how you can go ahead and then work towards improving it so that you can do well in your career and life. That is what we're going to talk about today. So today is going to be about people pleasing, not how it helps you, not how it actually does not help you, but not only how it impacts you in your normal life, which most of you are aware of, but certain things what it does to your personal brand as a professional, as a corporate employee, and how it ends up ruining your career as well is what we are going to discuss today. Okay, so as per a statistic by Harvard Business Review, which is the top magazine when it comes to business, as per a statistic by them, people who are people pleasers are 70% more likely to get burnt out, and at the same time they are 70% less likely to to be passed over when it comes to having promotions. They're also 70% less likely to get promoted or to grow in their career and get growth opportunities in business and life. Okay, so you have to understand, you do not lose time by being busy, you lose time by saying yes to the wrong things. Agar aapko lagta hai I have been setting these goals for myself, this is how I have been wanting my life to grow, but I have not grown in that manner, then understand it's not because you do not have time, or it's not that you lose time by being busy. You do not have that time, and you lose that time by saying yes to the wrong things. Every yes you say, every yes you say which is not aligned with your own life, which is not aligned with your own goal, is a no that you say to your own priorities, energy, and growth. People pleasing is not just actually making them agreeable. People pleasing is literally giving away your own life for other people. Okay? It's giving away your own time, energy, and goals with your own consent to other people. At the same time, I know why you say it. You say yes because you want to avoid guilt. Okay? But when you say that yes to avoid guilt, over time it will build that resentment in you. There is no way it will not. You will always be comparing yourself whenever you see these updates of people who are doing well in their career on LinkedIn. You will have that jealousy pop up, you will have that comparison pop up, and you will regret and guilt and compare yourself. Why am I not there yet? And we do not want you to be like that, because you cannot be giving your energy to other people. All of that, every single second of your attention should get into your own goal and your own career, because that is the only way you can do something about it, and you can actually do something in your career. Okay, so the first thing, before we even go forward, I have to say this to you. Okay, reframe that guilt in your mind of saying no to other people. Reframe that in your mind and tell yourself every single day at the start of the day, tell yourself, every single yes I say costs me a part of my own future. I'll repeat because it's that important. Every single yes I say to other people is a no that I say to my own future and cost me a part of my own future. Okay, so where does it comes from, this people pleasing? Okay, everybody wants to be nice, and what is the problem with being nice? The problem is that it is actually not niceness, it's your nervous system stuck in the survival mode. What happens is, people pleasing is a survival pattern. Okay, you're still stuck in the survival mode. It's a way that you you have been trained or you have learned along your life to survive. It is a coping mechanism. And when you live in the survival mode, you do not grow, you just exist. So if you have been existing in your career, if you have just been existing in your life and you feel like, I want to become someone who thrives and who grows, whether it's about career or whether it's about life, then you have to get out of this survival mindset. Okay, why does it happen? It happens because of different reasons. Growing up, childhood conditioning is one of the biggest reasons why people become people pleasers. Okay, childhood wounded inner child. Okay, somewhere in your childhood, when you tried to set boundaries, you were not treated right. Somewhere in your childhood, you were always punished, and you were always forcefully made to make everyone else happy and not do things as per your own priorities. You tried to do things as per your own will, but you were either punished physically, emotionally, mentally, or socially. Other people did not support you when you tried to set boundaries for yourself. So growing up, maybe that happened with you, and that is the reason why you grew up to become a people pleaser. So you have to remember, people pleasing is not a personality trait. It's not. It's a survival mechanism. It's a way that you have learned to survive in this world. And remember, when you are in the survival mindset, you just exist. If you want to thrive, if you want to grow, you have to get out of this survival mindset. You have to stop living in this coping mechanism. It's not a personality trait. It's just how you have become because of certain things that have happened in the past while growing up or in your life. Okay, so remember, people pleasing comes from childhood wounds. While growing up, you were not treated, your needs were not taken care of very well. You were forced to comply to other people against your will, or if you did not do that, you were taught to do it, because if you didn't do it, you were punished in either ways: physically, socially, emotionally. People didn't care about your own needs. And along the way, you learned that only way that I can get affection from other people, only way that I can get acceptance from other people is if I do everything that they say. So this people pleasing actually comes from inner child wounds. It also comes from lack of self-worth, which again comes from inner child wounds. Somewhere along the way, people told you that you're not worthy of attention, love, care. That is what our learned experience has been, because of which you thought, if I do not make other people happy, I'm not worthy of existing and being respected and being accepted into this society. And because of that, you have learned that as a survival mechanism. So when it comes to people pleasing, it's nothing but your inner child saying, I do not deserve to be loved or appreciated if I don't do things for other people, or if I don't compromise myself and give all of me to other people. Okay, so childhood conditioning, past trauma, or maybe you have been into workplaces which reward compliance over performance. Okay, you have had those toxic bosses in your life, or you have had that toxic corporate experience wherein you were into a company or in a workspace where compliance and just saying yes to everything was rewarded more than actually performing, than actually clarity on your goals and the tasks that you have to do at work. Okay, so remember, people pleasing is not your personality trait. If you have been doing that, it either comes from childhood trauma, past conditioning, or work culture experiences that you've had in your life. Okay, but here's what neuroscience says about it. It actually damages your brain. It actually damages your physical health as well, not just emotional health, not just mental health. So हमारे brain में एक हिस्सा होता है, our brain has a part called amygdala. It's also called the fear center of our brain. It has been shown, brain scans have shown that people who are people pleasers have higher amygdala activity, which means those people, their fear centers of the brain are much more active than normal people. Because of what happens is, those people have a fear and anxiousness attached to this thing. You are much more your mental health is much more likely to be worse than other people, because you're in this constant fear, constant pressure of proving and doing things for others. Because of this, what happens is you might have mental health issues such as consistent anxiety. So it not only impacts how you live, it is not only a survival mechanism, it can actually impact your mental health, emotional health as well. And not just that, if that happens, you are also much more likely to be stressed than normal people. You're much more likely to be more stressed than as compared to other people. And stress is not at all good for our body. It actually disturbs the hormonal balance in the body, and once your hormonal balance gets disturbed, it can lead to toxins, diseases, if it happens for a longer term. So people who are people pleasers not only have worse mental health, but can have worse physical health as well, as compared to people who are not people pleasers. Okay, so why does it happen? See, it's not really a fault of yours. I will not say that. That's how we are naturally wired for, because the Homo species, right, where we come from, the first man to use tools and to use fire, has been on Earth for 2.5 million years. जहाँ से हमारी Homo sapiens species भी आती है. Okay, so that Homo species has been on Earth for 2.5 millions of years. And earlier, if we did not comply to other people, then it used to mean death. Why? Because if you're not with other people, if you're isolated, then we might stay alone in the jungle, and that used to mean death, because any other community member can come, of any other community can come and kill you, animals can come and kill you. So you are biologically wired to think, your brain is still biologically wired to think that if I disappoint others, then it is a threat to me and my existence, and that is the reason why you're stuck in that survival mode. Okay, so remember that it's a very natural biological thing that can happen to a lot of people, but that does not mean that it is normal or it is serving you. It is not at all healthy. So you have to remember that you have to consciously rewire your brain if you want to get out of this, if you want to no longer suffer from this. Okay, so you will have to consciously make efforts to rewire your brain to not be a people pleaser and get out of this survival mindset. Okay, so remember, you're not weak, you're just biologically wired for safety. But growth will require, if you want to grow in your career and if you want to grow in your life, it will require you to rewire your brain. Okay, now how does it really damages your career? First thing is that if you're a people pleaser, if you always say yes to everyone, then you're the go-to helper. Okay, you're not the trusted leader. Who are helpers in our life? If you talk about it, house help are helpers, security guards are helpers, or other people, shopkeepers, when you go to shops and shopping malls, those people are helpers. So helpers are just helpers, they're not treated as leaders. Okay, you have to understand that you don't want to just become a helper, you want to be seen as a leader, and there is a difference between the two. A helper just goes ahead and does the work for other people. A people pleaser, what they do is they just go ahead and do the work themselves. But leaders lead other people. They show the way to other people. People come to them not to get their work done, they come to them for that person to show them the path. So you do not want to be perceived as a go-to helper, because helpers do not really have value. Yes, people will like you, but that will not bring you anything into your life. If you have to be perceived as a highly trusted leader, if you want to grow in your career, in your life, in your business. Okay, second thing is, people pleasers or helpers are perceived as agreeable, not authoritative. And you have to remember, growth opportunities, promotions, any position of value, any position which requires leadership does not go to people who are agreeable. It goes to people who are authoritative. So you have to become authoritative, not agreeable. So you have to leave people pleasing if you want to grow into positions of leadership, if you want to get promoted, if you want to, rise above other people at your career and in your business, in your life. Another thing is, if you constantly keep on spending your own energy to fix other people, what other people are doing wrong, just because you prioritize harmony over actually, setting boundaries, then what will happen is all your energy will go into other people, and you will not have that energy or time for your own life, for your own growth. And that's the worst thing you can do to yourself. Why? Because you will want to, do so many things, but you will never be able to do that. You will fall into that guilt trap, and that will not help you do anything. It will not leave you with anything but guilt and regret. And regret is the worst thing that you want in your life. Why? Because आज अगर आपको कोई गलती पता चलती है, उसके बारे में आप कुछ कर सकते हो, लेकिन अगर वो गलती 10 साल बाद पता चलती है और उसका रिग्रेट होता है, you can't go back 10 years earlier and change things. Okay, so you do not want to have regret over your own life. ठीक है? So you have to realize those small compromises that you are doing in the name of maintaining harmony, in the name of making compromises. That is actually a massive opportunity that you are losing out on in your own life. ठीक है? Remember, if you're always available to other people, you're never valuable. People will not value you at all. कोई भी चीज़ है, लग्जरी ब्रांड्स उठा लो, चलो वो तो मटेरियलिस्टिक चीज़ें हो गई, बट एनी पर्सन हु इज़ वैल्यूड इज नॉट अवेलेबल 24/7 फॉर अदर पीपल, बिकॉज हुएवर इज अवेलेबल 24/7 फॉर अदर पीपल is just a helper, not a leader. They're not the people who people look up to. Okay? So you have to decide, what do I want? Do I want people to see me just as a helping hand, or I want them to see me as an authoritative figure, as someone who they looks up to, as someone who they look up to. Okay? So you have to learn how to set strong boundaries. There is no other way. If you want to increase your chances of growing in your career, in your own life, and you want to heal this people pleasing element of yourself, you have to learn how to set strong boundaries. I have done another session on boundaries. You can find it on my Instagram channel as well as on my YouTube channel as well. And I will highly request you guys start watching videos on my YouTube channel, because soon I'm going to lose access to lives because of the 1000 followers requirement. Okay, so make sure that you're watching my videos on YouTube. Make sure that you're setting, how to set strong boundaries. Only then can you stop becoming a people pleaser. I have done another video on that. Okay, for now, for the purpose of this video, what I'll do is I'll give you a simple checklist, okay, to see if what you're doing is a people pleasing task, or if it aligns to your own life and to your own growth. Okay, so anything that you have to say yes to, before you say yes to it, always ask yourself, will this move me forward, or is this task I'm doing just to maintain comfort for someone else? You have to always ask yourself, before you say yes to anything, always ask yourself, will this move me forward, or will this help me grow in any way, or I'm just doing it to maintain comfort for someone else? Second question you need to ask yourself is, am I saying yes because I genuinely believe that is the way to go, or am I saying yes out of fear of not disappointing the other person? Second question you got to ask yourself is, am I saying yes because I believe that this is the right way to go or right thing to do, or am I saying yes just to maintain harmony, or just out of fear of disappointing someone? Okay, create a yes filter. You need to do that. So always ask yourself, does this align with my goals? Does this help me to make progress on my goal, career wise or work wise or personal life wise or any way? Will this make me feel proud or drained? Okay, after doing this activity, will I feel proud of myself? Will I feel progress, or will I feel drained? If you feel drained after doing certain things, well, those are the things that you're doing just to please other people. Okay, another thing you got to ask yourself is this someone else's responsibility that I am rescuing? Okay, is someone else practicing what was the topic? I forgot about the topic. Okay, is someone else practicing weaponized incompetence with me? And because of that, I am actually doing someone else's work. I am manipulated into doing someone else's work. I did another session yesterday on weaponized incompetence. Agar aapne abhi tak nahi dekha hai, oh my god, what you're missing out on, you have no clue. Okay, so go ahead and watch that weaponized incompetence wala session and ask yourself, what am I doing is this somebody else's responsibility that I've been manipulated into doing because they practiced weaponized incompetence. Okay, so always remember, saying no doesn't close doors, it just opens the right ones. In fact, research suggests that people who say no are 40% more likely to be seen as high performers and to be promoted and given growth opportunities. If you didn't hear it when I said it once, I'll say it to you again. If you say no, or people who say no are 40% more likely perceived as high performers, and they're 40% more likely to achieve career growth and opportunities and promotions, etc. Okay, so how you can actually say no to people? One, boundary वाला जाके आप वीडियो देख सकते हो. वेपनाइज्ड इनकॉम्पिटेंस वाला वीडियो में मैंने वाइजर फ्रेमवर्क दिया है. उसके थ्रू यू कैन रियली डू इट इन अ मैनर विच डज नॉट इम्पैक्ट योर लाइफ, एंड आप जाके अपने आप को प्रोटेक्ट भी कर सकते हो, अपनी लाइफ भी प्रोटेक्ट कर सकते हो. सो यू कैन स्टार्ट बिकमिंग मोर स्ट्रॉन्ग इन योर लाइफ, एंड एट द सेम टाइम इट विल नॉट make you sacrifice. So you could watch both of those sessions to know how you can go ahead and build that habit in you. But couple of things that you could say to people, just giving you very quick script or very quick things that you can say to people to not disappoint them, as at the same time to just not say yes out of people pleasing, is you can say, I would love to support, but I need to protect my priorities right now. Or I would love to support, but I am working on my own priorities right now, and if I don't prioritize them, who will do it for me? Okay, another thing that you could say to this person is, this thing does not align with my bandwidth. This thing, I cannot add on this thing to my bandwidth. I am already stressed. Okay, let's find another solution. Let's find some other time to go through this, or you can go through this by yourself for now. Or another thing, simple thing that you could say is, not now, but maybe later. Okay, so remember, every no to whatever it is that takes away your energy and drains you is a yes to the life that you want for yourself. So start saying more no's, start prioritizing your own career growth, your own life, because that is what is going to give you growth at the end of your life or throughout your life. Okay, saying yes to other people, it's just a survival mechanism. And I'll come back to the same statistic that I gave you before. If you just keep on saying yes, if you just keep on becoming agreeable in various areas of your life, you are not perceived as authoritative, you're not perceived as someone who people look up to, you are just perceived as a helper, as an agreeable person, and they do not get opportunities. You're 70% less likely to be promoted, you're 70% less likely to get growth opportunities and grow in your own life. So that was the session for today. If this gave you any realization, if this gave you any clarity, I would love to know your thoughts. If you have any questions or you want to discuss anything with me, feel free to mention them in the comments, and I would love to actually talk with you through those points. And the last time I checked, 350 to 400 of you regularly watch these sessions and do not subscribe or follow. Please make sure that you're following and subscribing to my YouTube channel soon enough, because I have just 250, 280 followers on Instagram, which are less than 1000 followers. If I do not go to the 1000 follower limit, I am going to the access of these live sessions. So I will not be able to put these live sessions on Instagram. So make sure that you're going ahead and watching my videos or subscribing to my YouTube channel so that you can continue watching those videos on the YouTube channel. So that was the session for today. I would love to hear anything you have to say and what clarity did it give you. And I will be seeing you tomorrow in another session. Bye-bye.